let's go to another question about music, and actually about someone you just brought up, Orange Cassidy. Tony loves talking music. Let's go to this.
Great.
Tony, I want to talk about Orange Cassidy tonight. Match of the year, potentially, with Will Ospreay. I'm a big Cassidy guy.
What?
What was your reaction when that match was over?
Hold on. The reporter just said, you may not have heard it, you were laughing, I'm a big Orange Cassidy guy. This is the wrestling media.
Then he said match of the year candidate. Oh my God. Do they pay the reporters here to come into the room to be part of this? Or are they just marks that want to get to ask questions of their favorite wrestlers?
Match of the night to me. And reportedly, Orange Cassidy was supposed to get new theme music. I read somewhere today. We didn't hear that tonight. It's a huge part of the wrestler's package. Is that something that you decide on specifically, or is it something that you work with?
Yeah, I decide on the.
Let me stop right here. Tony looks away as this question is being asked, and he actually gets a little serious. And apparently the song in question, which Orange Cassidy used on the Indies, was Jefferson Starship's Jane. A disgrace to Marty Ballin and Paul Kantner.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah.
He used Jane? Jane, you're playing a game of hide and go seek. Jane, you're playing a game and I play for keeps. Like a cat and a mouse from door to door and house to house. Don't you know what you're talking about? Jane! That song.
There's a reason the San Francisco sound died, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard it.
What the fuck does that have to do with Orange Cassidy?
Maybe he's into 70s rock.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, maybe if they can't get that, they can get hot tuna.
This glorified fucking auto mechanic that ought to be in the fucking pit at the Jiffy Lube wants Tony Khan to pay now money to play him Jefferson Starship.
Well, that's not the story.
Okay.
The story apparently is that Tony is more than happy to do that. However, let me finish this question. Again, I told you, Tony got a little serious about this.
Uh-oh.
About this song in Orange Cassidy. Let's go to this.
Music, but that is this when I presented this song to him. So I picked a lot of the music and work with Mikey on who's going to have what songs. I license music from outside sometimes, and generally I'm in charge of the music with Mikey, who oversees it and does an amazing job and has composed some amazing themes. But I work hand in hand with him on that stuff. Just like we talked about when I had a concept for the FTR theme and they were in here, Samoa Joe's or even Adam Cole's. And Mikey's composed all these great themes. We have a good partnership going. And in this case, that's music that Orange Cassidy had used, the theme that is being rumored on the internet for a long time. It's also why, unfortunately, like, I love the people backstage. And, like, you know what's cool? There were, like, I was just talking about Brody. I didn't mean to keep going to it. But there were like 100 people sitting in the stands in Daly's place when Amanda told us Brody was sick. I know there's a lot of new people here since then, but there were a lot of people here. And a lot of them are the same people, even though there's a lot of new faces, and nobody said a word. So when it's something life or death, you can trust the people backstage. But I've learned that, like, around, like, a lot of stuff is leaked that, like, it's, like, really shameful. And, like, people shouldn't be doing it. And that's one of those ones where it, like, screwed up what would have been maybe a pop, but also would just still be a huge pop. I mean, these things are organic, so you can't make that not. It's going to be a huge pop if it happens. But, like, the fact that, like, it even came up is dumb. And, like I said to Sean, which is, like, I was like, okay, I mean, if you're going to report it, I was surprised to read it because I was like, I wonder why somebody leaked that, because, like, all it does is screw up a fun surprise for the fans. But it's like I told Sean, is I was like,
what the fuck? Just play the fucking music, you idiot. It's not like it needs to be a surprise. It's a fucking song. It's a song from 40 years ago that nobody really liked then, being used for a fucking mascot. He's worried about the fuck. Everybody on his roster talks smart in public, tells everybody that they love to work with their opponents and how they spent hours and hours going over their match to have a perfect one for the fans. But he's upset that somebody fucking spoiled the surprise on the Jefferson Starship? Is this what I'm hearing?
Yes, I believe so. I believe
yes.
He references a Sean. I'm assuming that's Sean Ross Sapp. I didn't see the initial tweet that reported this. But he saw that, and that this got leaked has really upset him. And changed his plans, apparently.
And changed his plans. So, no, we're not giving you Jefferson Starship. Who gave a shit to begin with?
Well, let's go back to the man who gives a shit, Tony Khan.
I understand it, 97.5% of the rights. But in this case, that's zero. I mean, like, I might as well have zero. Like, we're real close. I've been told by the 2.5% right holder that they're going to get back to us. And
2.5%.
Seems like it'll probably happen. But, like, the fact that I'm even having to explain this, I think is ridiculous. And it's because somebody in the back, like, shouldn't have said what they said. And then I was surprised. I like Sean, but I was surprised to see that. And I told him, and I was like, because it's not true, and I never even got a chance to refute it. And, like, I know Orange said he was going to have something new, but technically that's not even something new. I think he meant the belt. So, like, which he, came damn close to winning. And like I said to the announcers, and they did a great job integrating, Orange Cassidy is one of our best, most marketable stars. He's whether people of all ages love him. And on digital, when you look at AEW most watched digital videos on the YouTube channel, like probably 6 or 7 out of the top 10 involve him. And he's also a really awesome person. So if it does happen, if we do get the 100%, I'll be really happy, because that's something he brought to the table before he was here. There's been, he's the AEW version of Orange Cassidy has really risen to prominence, and he was already a beloved independent star, but I think his presentation and what he's become here is very different. And I think people respect and understand that he really is a great pro wrestler under the gimmicks.
No, nobody respects or understands that.
Tonight he would tear the house down in Chicago like he did with Pac in his very first singles match, which we spent over 6 months. I think I guess not quite 6 months, because we were over 5 months of TV building to that, plus the pay-per-views before that. So
drink a bowl of Valium soup, Tony.
Cassidy.
Well, he loves Orange Cassidy, as we've always said.
It's ridiculous. Do we have any songs?